What is up, you guys? This is the White Rabbit, and welcome to What Remains of Edith Finch. So, excuse me if the audio doesn't sound too good. Oh, hello. Mainly because this is the first time I'm using this new recording setup.
A lot of this isn't going to make sense to you, and I'm sorry about that. I'm just going to start at the beginning, with the house.
Okay. What about the house? Oh, I'm in. Oh, I have a nice little... Is that a wedding ring? I don't know. Can I run? I can zoom. I can definitely zoom. Zoom, zoom, zoom,
I lived
zoom.
here until I was 11, but I wasn't allowed inside half the rooms.
Why not? Can I pick up the flower? No? Alright. What's this?
Inside the mailbox were bills from 7 years ago, marked urgent, open immediately.
Jeez. And final notice, apparently. Alright, let's leave that alone.
I hadn't been back since my brother Lewis's funeral.
We'll just fling that right open, shall we? That's a long drop. I thought I was about to fall off, actually.
In her will, my mother left me a key, but didn't tell me what it unlocked.
I'm guessing the
Maybe
house.
she thought I'd know. Or she thought the mystery would be enough to bring me back.
So I don't think it's down there that I need to go. I'm just gonna follow the trail of woodland stuff. Well,
I wouldn't have
that's
driven this way in a long time, but I saw a few
healing.
footprints.
Where do you see footprints? I don't see anything. A deer. Hello, dear. Come back. Where the heck did you go?
The truth is, even after I inherited the house,
Yes.
I never thought I'd come back to it. But now I
Why?
had questions about my family that only the house knew the answers to.
Okay, why? Oh my. That's not a house. It's a project waiting to fail. Okay,
The house was
dokie.
exactly like I remembered it, the way I'd been dreaming about it.
Enormous? Looks like it'll crumble at a moment's notice? Are these
As a
things?
child, the house made me uncomfortable in a way I couldn't put into words.
Really? Hold up, missing. Who's missing? Milton Finch. Interesting. Well, it would appear Milton didn't want to be found.
Now, as a 17-year-old, I knew exactly what those words were.
And what's
I was
that?
afraid of the house.
Why?
I hoped the key might unlock the front door. It didn't.
It didn't? Why not?
Looking in, I felt like the house itself had been waiting for me.
Well, you know, let's just close this and go away from the house. This way. Don't suppose it'll open the garage, will it? Ooh, the door to the garage. Don't crawl through the dang doggy door.
Crawling through the doggy door used to be a lot easier when I was 11.
Yeah. Well, that's beautiful, I suppose. That's nifty. Why is the door open?
For the first time in years,
In
I
years.
felt like I was home.
Home isn't a word I would describe this
But
as.
instead of a family, there were just memories of one. Like how only one restaurant would deliver to our house, so we had Chinese a lot.
I bet. Hello? What's
Or
this?
how after Lewis started working at the cannery, we all got sick of eating salmon. Except our cat, Molly.
Well, I bet the cat would enjoy
The table
salmon.
was still a wreck from the night we left.
Edie.
It was
or
like a bomb
Eddie.
had gone off, killing everyone but sparing the furniture.
Well, that's not a good way to look at it.
Nothing in the house looked abnormal. There was just too much of it, like a smile with too many teeth.
I've actually never seen that. A smile with too many teeth. Hello, what's this? Crankity 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 crank.
Great Grandpa Sven built a music box for Barbara, along with the rest of the house. Mom always told me to stay out of the basement, so I wasn't too surprised when the key didn't fit.
Why not? Okay, why does this side of the house look creepy, and then this side look all sunny and delightful?
My mom wasn't much of an optimist, but she never stopped believing that my brother Milton was alive. Edie told me once that every Finch who ever lived is buried somewhere in the library.
I bet they are. What is with all the books?
After Milton disappeared, Mom sealed up all the bedrooms.
She
Then Edie retaliated and drilled peepholes.
I see. Well, this room's open.
I spent a lot of time playing in Great Uncle Walter's room. Lewis told me there were secret passages, but I never believed him.
Hello. 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. That's a good book. And the book is apparently a secret passageway.
Turns out, my mom was really good at keeping secrets. Now it was time to find out what my mom had been afraid of.
You know, if she's afraid of something, I'm
From the
willing to
paintings on the
bet
wall,
a
it was
good
clear my
reason.
brother Milton had been here before me. Reading this, maybe it sounds like I had a plan, but I had no idea what was behind that door.
What door?
Just like I had no idea where all this was gonna lead.
Where does it lead?
I grew up looking at Molly's room through the peephole. Molly's gerbil had a tiny bedroom with its own even tinier gerbil cage.
Wait. Where? Well, we can safely presume the
Being
gerbil.
inside for the first time, I
had
felt
passed
like I'd sat
away.
behind a painting. I got the sense Edie had spent a lot of time here
Alright, so there's Molly.
before my mom sealed the doors.
December 13th, 1947. Dear Diary, I'll be gone soon, but I wanted to tell somebody about what's gonna happen.
What?
It started when Mom sent me to bed without dinner. I woke up and I was starving, so I looked around for something to eat.
No!
The gerbil food was dry, but I didn't mind it.
She didn't eat the gerbil, did she?
Mom, can I come out now?
Sweetheart, it's late. Go to sleep.
Can I go to sleep? Go back to sleep. Hello? What's this? You
I
ate?
kept eating and eating.
You ate toothpaste? Yep. Oh, don't. Alright, she doesn't eat anything from the toilet.
I ate a lot of things that night.
You know, most likely those are plastic, right?
Then I heard chirping outside my window.
No! I'm not having you eat the dang goldfish.
It was a barn swallow going back to her nest. I reached out for her. And suddenly,
You're
I
a
was
cat?
a cat. tried to be quiet, but the bird was really scared.
I bet! You're a freaking cat!
Mom and Dad didn't even look at me.
They kind of look like Play-Doh, if I'm being honest. Right here? No? Then where the heck do I go? Alrighty. Then I go over there. Then I go right here. Now where? Oh. You blasted bird, hold still.
I jumped and I almost got her. I could tell she was getting really tired.
Really? How so? Where the heck did the bird go? Over there? Oh.
Now I was up in the big tree. I promised Dad I wouldn't climb it anymore. All I cared about was eating that mama bird. I gobbled her up. And suddenly, I was an owl. First, all I heard was the wind. Then I heard little teeth nibbling in the grass.
What?
Rabbits.
No. I don't wanna. This is a
I
crime.
imagined his face looking up and seeing mine through my talons. I swallowed him up, and I didn't chew one bit. Then I flew off to find something bigger.
Bigger?
A mama rabbit.
How dare you, first of all?
She
How?
was almost too big to carry.
How a freaking dare
I
you?
started choking, but I couldn't stop eating. And suddenly, I was a shark.
What? Girlie, what the heck kind of dreams you been having?
I rolled off a cliff and into the ocean. Now, I was hungrier than ever. I wanted fat, juicy seals. I tore off her flipper, and it tasted really good.
Why?
grabbed on tight. But I was so hungry, I jumped out of the water. When I opened my eyes, everything had changed.
Am I a freaking octopus?
Now I was a monster, and I smelled people everywhere.
Really? What am I, a kraken?
I was big, but I moved real quiet.
So yeah, I'm a kraken. That scared me for a second.
I wanted to stop, but also I didn't.
You know, that's a very good question. Quiet, dude.
After the last passenger, I was still hungry.
Why?
Across the water, I smelled something new. Something I had to have. So I
What?
swam towards it. I slithered onto the sand, and the good smell went into an old pipe.
This is getting weird. Am I coming out of a toilet? I knew it.
I got closer and closer.
Where was it coming from?
All of my stomach started growling.
Multiple?
And suddenly, I was me again. I held my breath for a long time, but I couldn't hear anything. I think it's waiting for me to fall asleep. But it's not going to wait much longer. It needs to be, and we both know I will be delicious.
Why? Why do you write it like that? Jeez.
I'm not sure if I believed all of that, but I'm sure Edie would have.
I'm sure she would. And it is Edie. Can I crouch? No?
I can't describe it, but I felt like some part of Molly was still here.
It was an octopus.
This will be obvious later, but my mom never told me any of these stories.
Shocking.
Edie would have, but Mom didn't like bringing up the past.
I wonder why.
When we adopted a stray kitten, she was the one who named it Molly. I spent a lot of time in Great-Grandma Edie's room. We got along, and it was a good place to hide from my mom. Her room was like a museum. When Edie told people Sven was killed by a dragon, she could also have said he was building a dragon-shaped slide that collapsed.
Killed by a dragon.
One summer, they evacuated the island, but Edie refused to go. For a few weeks, she was a celebrity. I hadn't thought of myself as Edith Jr. for a long, long time. Edie gave a big interview about a mole man living under the Finch house. My mom was furious.
I bet she was.
Lewis died a week before we left, but Edie had already started to memorialize him.
Good likeness, though. Let's see. Oh, I remember
For 500
those.
years, the Finches have been famous throughout Norway for their fortune and misfortune.
Oh, and misfortune. Can't forget the misfortune.
Odin Finch buries the latest victims of the family curse.
Odin.
His wife Ingeborg and their newborn son, Johan.
Johan. We'll go
On January
to the next
7th,
one.
1937, he set sail with his family and his house, hoping to leave the curse behind.
Why does something tell me they didn't
But
get very
40-foot
far?
waves off the coast of Washington send the house and Odin to the bottom of the sea.
Of course it did.
Odin's daughter Edie, with husband Sven and baby Molly, step ashore on their new home, Orcas Island.
Orcas Island.
Odin Finch is the first to be buried in the new family cemetery.
Of course he is.
His daughter Edie is already dreaming of a new Finch house.
Okay. Put that down, I suppose. Well, that was for Odin.
Whatever's wrong with this family, it goes back a long ways.
Ingeborg? I don't know. It's one of the gnomes! Alright, can I... No? Alrighty. Can't open that,
Even in her 90s,
but I can open
sometimes
this.
Edie seemed a lot younger than my mother.
It's pink! Yeah.
The only trace Grandpa Sam's first wife Kay left on the house was the pink bathroom.
Okay, so that door's locked
It was
up.
a pretty big trace.
You don't say. Oh. What does this unlock all the secret passageways?
There's a secret in this bathroom. It's in the last place you would look. It isn't in the cupboard. It's hidden in this book.
Of course it is. In we go. Calvin Finch.
Sven gave Sam an old camera he'd refurbished. He never put it down.
I see that. Milton. Fort Calvin. Fort Sam. So far, this is a loving family
I
story.
knew Grandpa Sam had a twin. And that he never talked about him.
Wait. So Calvin.
I guess my grandpa didn't like history any more than my mom did.
Let's see what's in the captain's log.
How I Want to Remember My Brother by Sam Finch. The thing I remember is that when he made up his mind, that was it. My brother said he'd die before he ate another mushroom, and he did. At Barbara's funeral, we swore we'd never be afraid again, and he wasn't. I think Calvin always wanted to fly.
Is that so?
Sam! Calvin! Dinner's ready!
Coming!
But that day, he finally made up his mind to do it. I told him going around was impossible. Maybe if I hadn't said that,
Calvin! I'm not gonna tell you again!
He's almost
Maybe if
there!
the wind hadn't picked up, then maybe he'd still be here. But I doubt it. I think he'd already made up his mind.
I was
That's what
almost
I want to
there!
remember about my brother.
Was that he was a loony? Or whatever you do, don't.
The day he made up his mind to fly.
Oh, come
He did.
on.
Calvin's story felt strangely familiar. When I was younger, I remember trying to do the exact same thing.
Wow.
After the funeral, Edie roped off Calvin's half of the room.
Well, I just undid the rope. What am I doing up here?
Mom said Grandpa Sam enlisted at 18 and never set foot in the room again.
Huh. Something seems oddly false about that statement. Who builds this stuff? Also, jack-o'-lantern's a nice
the
thing
passages were
to,
a pretty tight fit.
to look
They'd
through.
obviously been built for smaller hands and bellies.
Well, yeah. Alright, I'll come back to that in a second. Oh, hello! It's Bigfoot.
Growing up, I always thought of Barbara as a child star.
Barbara? Who's Barbara? Just so we're on the same page here.
I never thought about how hard it must have been for her afterwards.
Why? Oh.
Of all the stories people wrote about Barbara's death, I'm surprised Edie saved this one.
Why?
Old Jack here with another ghastly tale inspired by America's most unfortunate family. I'm calling it The Surprise Ending of Barbara Finch.
Okay, weird dude.
As a child star, Barbara was famous for her scream. Now at 16, she was all washed up. A has-been. But in a lucky break, she'd been asked to perform her signature scream at a local convention for monster movie fans. It was just the boost her career needed.
I'm sure it was.
Unfortunately, her scream hadn't aged well.
Getting better. I think you just need the right motivation.
Her biggest fan and current boyfriend, Rick, was about to demonstrate when...
Now that was a great scream.
It was Barbara's father, Sven. He'd slipped into a table saw and had to be rushed to the emergency room. So Barbara got stuck babysitting her youngest brother, Walter. Her convention comeback was cancelled.
Okay, I'm hearing frustration, but I'm not hearing terror. What if I tried...
A gang of hoodlums in Halloween masks have been terrorizing Orcas Island tonight. Police are urging residents to...
What?
That came from the basement.
You're right! Also, I loved your delivery on that. Why is your basement door locked?
Because my dad likes making puzzles and secret passages. There's a key hidden in the music box.
Oh.
The secret is to keep winding and winding until finally the key pops out.
Thanks,
Interesting.
Vic. I'll be back in a sec.
20 minutes later, Rick hadn't returned. So Barbara went to look for him, right on cue.
Right on cue?
She reached for the music box. And as she wound the key, she listened for Rick, but the house was silent. She found Rick's crutch and imagined the worst.
Good. Oh. All right. So I can whack stuff out of the way.
The gang's leader is the infamous Hookman killer, Dr. Carl Hamill, who impaled and then ate his family 10 years ago tonight.
Right, so there's the table saw. That punching bag.
The old fridge rattled and grew still.
Oh dear! Rick?
Barb, relax. I was just trying to scare you to help you find your scream.
Well, I'm not scared, Rick. I'm furious.
I bet.
Then act furious. All I'm getting from you now is that you're hurt and confused and you're...
Threw him out. She kept a little something to remember him by.
Barb, have you seen my other crutch?
And she was still holding it when she fell asleep watching the late picture show. Hours later...
Barbara! Walter, what's going on up there? Ah! Okay, I'm coming up. But if this is a trick, you're dead, Walter.
Something tells me that's a bit more true than you want it to be. I have no idea what tells me that, but something does. Alrighty.
Walter, are you there? Walter had vanished, but his bedside radio was still on.
Orcas Island police describe the man as 6 feet tall, with a steel hook for a hand. Residents are urged to lock all doors and windows and notify the police of any suspicious activity.
Well, I got some suspicious activity for you.
Returned, saw the hook man, and was speechless. He was quite smashing.
So am I.
And whoever he was, he couldn't get enough of Barbara.
Okay, Barbara, there's gotta be another way out of here.
Yep.
That night, she played her part beautifully.
Heart. Alright, so that closed.
She
I go
thought
through.
about abandoning Walter, but just couldn't do it. Molly's door hadn't been opened in years. The hinges groaned.
Down you go.
He wasn't moving, but she sensed the story might not be over yet.
Well, can I go faster? And he's gone.
The hookman had vanished. She listened for his breathing, but all she heard was...
Sorry, I'm not
She
saying
heard
anything.
whispering.
It's just intense.
It was coming from inside the house.
Then nothing.
Oh dear.
Well,
The monsters had come to surprise her. For Barbara, it was a dream come true. Then she saw what kind of monsters they were.
Real?
And she realized what was about to happen. She was going to be famous. And with her final breath, Barbara Finch gave the performance of her life.
well, dang.
I wasn't there myself, but I hear Barbara was magnificent. Poor girl. She had a taste for stardom. But unfortunately, so did her fans. Of course, the police blamed it all on poor Rick, who disappeared the same night. And little Walter? Hiding under his bed the whole time.
What?
He took it all pretty hard. But that's another story. As for Barbara, tucked inside the music box is all they ever found of her. Her ear.
Really?
Now that's what I call a real eerie tale.
Really? You Crypt Keeper knockoff? Wow. Alright, so I know how to get into the basement now.
Edie told me all Barbara wanted was to be remembered, as absurd as that comic was. Maybe what Edie saw was a happy ending.
You say so. Alright, so can I open this door? No, because all the doors were sealed. Alright.
I guess now I know why Mom didn't like me playing with the music box.
Yep.
Whenever people ask me about my family, the first thing they always want to
Mom
know
must
about
have
is
locked
Barbara.
their 4 stairs on the night we left.
Huh. Oh yeah, I didn't come up here.
Edie's father, Odin, built the original house.
Huh. So far, it's a sad story. But most stories are, I suppose. So just keep winding. Oh. Alright, let's see what's in this basement. There's the pool table. Sven.
Mom said the basement was off limits, unless I wanted another tetanus shot.